Good morning. Craig Howard here. Snow's coming down. I'm sort of under a little overhang here in my house. But if you look out across there, it's beautiful, isn't it? And that's the way snow is. You look at it, it's beautiful. It's lovely coming down. And we look at it and we say, oh, that's great, as long as we can sit in the house and watch it. But in a little bit, I'm going to have to try and get to town. And I'm going to have to be very careful, use four-wheel drive, go slow, because even though it's beautiful, it's also very dangerous. And it's very deceptive. Sitting here right now, I look at it and I think, oh, this is wonderful. But I think of the deer that are out there in the woods trying to find food underneath all of that snow. I set out some deer blocks and some things for them and put some corn out for them. But, you know, for them, this is not beautiful. For them, this is dangerous. For those that have to be out on the road, for the truckers that have to be out on the road, if they could sit in their truck and look out at it, it's beautiful. But in reality, on the road, it's dangerous. And that's often the way sin is, isn't it? From the very beginning, we find that sin presented itself as something beautiful and something nice. In Genesis chapter 3, we know that the serpent was something that was very beautiful. And yet it says, now the serpent was more crafty than any of the wild animals God had made. And he said to the woman, did not God really say, you must not eat from the tree of the garden? The woman said to the serpent, we may eat fruit from the trees of the garden, but God did say you must not eat from the tree that is in the middle of the garden. You must not touch it or die. You will not certainly die, the serpent said to the woman, for God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be open, and you will be like God, knowing good from evil. The serpent came along. He was beautiful, and he was deceptive. And he posed a question that says, oh, did God really say? Look at how good the fruit is. And later on in that passage, you know, he got her to look at the fruit and it was pleasing to the eye. It looked good. But it caused the downfall of the entire human race. Oftentimes, sin looks like something that's good, like something that's going to be a good thing in our life, or it's going to bring joy, or it's going to bring happiness, or it's going to, you know, solve a problem or whatever. But we have to watch, because oftentimes there's danger hidden behind it. If God says stay away from it, if God warns us about it, then we probably should stay away from it. There's probably danger there. God's not a fool. He's wiser than any of us are, by far. Look out at the snow today. You're probably in amongst the snow. I mean, this is the first time, you know, even Texas is seeing this kind of stuff, and they're going through terrible times right now. We need to be praying for them and praying for all those who may lose power in this. This is supposed to change over to freezing rain and ice build up on power lines, and who knows, by later this afternoon or this evening, I might be without power. Looks beautiful, but it can be deadly. And that's the way sin is. Sin can look beautiful, it can look enticing, but it can be deadly. Not a long devotional, but something to think about today. Keep it in mind. Stay safe today. Stay warm. For those of you that didn't know it, the vaccine clinic was canceled for this week. The vaccine, as I understand it, I could be wrong, but last I heard the vaccine was stuck in Tennessee and they couldn't get it up here. So we will have one next week, next Thursday. But anyway, Lord willing, we'll get back on track. Anyhow, in the meantime, you stay safe. Thank you to all the volunteers that have contacted me. I can still use a few more, but thank you for all those who have contacted me. God bless you. Lord willing, I will see you on Monday. Take care.